Morning, guys. Friday morning. Up and at me out here doing it. And boy, am I having an eventful morning already. I came out on my walk and then got into a conversation with 30-year-old Grom. Go and check him out on YouTube. Go and like, subscribe. And got in a conversation with him, and he was giving me some pointers based around me podcasting and that, which I'm always really grateful for, because it's always something to listen to, and knows more than I do about things like that. He's been doing it way longer than I have, and been vlogging. So go and, like I say, go and check his YouTube channel out. And gave me some really good, give me some good pointers. And then we got talking, and a subject came up which made us laugh, because it's what I'm going to be talking about today, which using the analogy of Scooby-Doo. And I started videoing, I come round, and then another mate was sitting on the bench. I didn't even see him. And I'm walking, doing my videoing, and I hear, hey, and I thought, who the bloody hell was that? I turn around, and it's me mate. So I just got to sit and freaking, he's out walking and all. Gonna make plans with him tomorrow morning to go out with him and walk. Proud of him actually, because he's out there doing it, getting it done. So anyway, back to the Scooby-Doo. Yeah, I'm feeling good now. I've had a couple of chats. It's a great day. But back to the Scooby-Doo, because if anybody has, hopefully you've watched Scooby-Doo at some point in life. But I know when I was a kid, it also became a slang for somebody that doesn't really know anything. So we'll say, you're having a Scooby, and it's like, right, it's like, it's to do with like, you're not understanding, or what's that, you don't get it, or whatever, right? Because let's face it, Scooby-Doo in Scooby-Doo, like my mate said, didn't really do much, right? If you think about it, but always was the centre, and then would do something, sometimes not exactly what he was expecting, but it would lead to an outcome every single time. So we were like, you could look at that as in life, really. Think about that, right? Scooby-Doo always starts out with the storyline, yeah? The build-up, what's going on, what's happening. And then in the centre it starts going a bit pear-shaped. Right? Things start getting a little bit out of hand. Challenges happen, and they're trying to find clues and trying to look and see what's going on and how they can foil the problem, right? And then what happens as it gets towards the end? Person always gets their mask or whatever torn off, right? And then you find out who the perpetrator is. And it always seems to lead to Scooby doing something that leads to it. But if you take that and you look at the fact that the choice that was made by Scooby at that point turned out, it was like, oh no, it's gone the wrong way. But it turns into a lesson. It turns into something that brings in and actually catches the person that they're after. There's always something that happens, and he ends up going, oh no. But that mistake always leads to the lesson. And it's like in life, yeah? If you don't make those, what I call bumps, those mistakes, then where's the lessons? It's better to welcome them. It's better to have them come in and welcome them, and then look and see and look for the solution. Now you've learnt something, yeah? Those things that we think are mistakes don't end up being mistakes that way. Those things that we think we've done wrong on, we haven't done wrong on, just like Scooby. Right? And it's funny because I always loved Scooby-Doo, but I never put that analogy to it. Who would have thought that when I was a kid I was going to be walking walking in Florida and talking about bloody Scooby-Doo when I was back then, I don't know, 7, 6, 10, growing up with it, right? I still like Scooby-Doo. But think about it. Yeah, think about it. We go through life, we're born, we move through life, and we're, you know, yes, there's mistakes, we walk. I mean, think about that, right? You got to fall down a lot before you find your feet and find your balance and start walking. If you didn't fall down a lot, you won't be walking. Because if you all of a sudden was able to just start walking, blimey, it'd be a bloody miracle, wouldn't it? If you were born and stood up and just started walking. I don't know, it might be out there, but I've never heard of it. So you fall down a lot. At that time, you get hurt, you're crying, you're thinking, making about, you're thinking, oh no, I've hurt myself as a baby, yeah, or a young kid. And then all of a sudden you find your balance. You find your balance and you walk forward, and all of a sudden you're walking, you're balancing and you're walking. So all those falls, all those knocks that you took, all became the result of you walking. Just like Scooby. Makes the mistakes, but they led to an outcome, right? So don't be afraid. Live your life now. Don't wait until the end, to where now you're looking back and going, have I had a fulfilled life? Have I done things that I wanted to do? Have I pushed myself to where I need to be? Or have I just been sitting in that comfort because of being afraid of those mistakes, or being afraid of what others think of us, or judgments or anything like that? Do you really want to be held back by that? Our mind goes with what other people think of us, right? Our mind, if we want to make a choice, it's like, what's other people going to think? Why? Why don't you think of how am I going to feel? Right? And then go forward and make those bumps, make those mistakes. It's okay. It's okay. And then learn. Look at it. Go back and do it again. You may fall down again, just like that child. You may fall down again. You make more mistakes. Scooby made mistakes every single program. Every program that guy made mistakes. Yeah. So, everybody's looking for everybody else to be able to solve that issue in Scooby-Doo, because everybody looks at Scooby as the one that's a bit dopey, right? But he always seems to be an integral part of that group, because he seems to come up, even if it's through a mistake, he seems to come up with an answer to the issue. If you don't make the mistakes, you're not learning. If you don't go into the unknown, you're never going to know. You're never going to get to make those mistakes, so you do learn. Don't be afraid of it. Step in. Stay the course, guys. Namaste.